What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bowler's Paradise. My name is Ben. I'm a USBC Silver Certified coach, and today we are taking a look at the all-new 900 Global Wolverine Dark Moss. Here's some numbers on me, here's some numbers on the ball, and here's how we laid it out. The Wolverine Dark Moss is, well, the USBC Certified sequel to the previous released and now somewhat banned Wolverine. This 700 series release from 900 features the Lacerate 2.0 core and the S70 Pearl cover stock, which is identical to the original, with the only modification made known to the public being the color and the finish, as the Dark Moss comes out of the box with the 4K fast finish instead of 1500 polished. The original Wolverine was one of my favorite balls released during last season. It was an absolute house shot killer with a well-defined ball motion and the most downlane angle I've seen generated by any ball in a long time. When it was made illegal, I was bummed because I was excited to bring it to Vegas for Nationals. So Storm re-releasing what is seemingly the same ball made a lot of sense, and I was excited to get the Dark Moss in my hands. But on the lanes, the ball reaction was a lot slower and even front to back than I expected. I remember thinking to myself during the first few games with the original that a ball couldn't be more angular and more continuous, and that was just not what I saw in the Dark Moss. Maybe it's the color because darker bowling balls tend to read the lane earlier. Maybe it's the 4K fast finish, or maybe it's the modifications to the S70 Pearl cover to keep it legal. No matter what, the Dark Moss wasn't the long and strong beast I had hoped for. However, that doesn't mean the reaction was bad, it was just different. The part about this reaction that I found the most compelling though was the hold it provided inside. There were a number of shots I missed left and was convinced they were going through the face, but ended up just flushing 10 back. But that hold also led to a less than ideal shape in the track area. If I rolled the ball early, it was just slow and kind of boring. If I opened up my angles and increased my axis rotation, the motion was more enticing, but with the caveat that if I missed the ball left or if it hit friction early, it was going to go through the face. Overall, the motion reminded me a lot of the recently released Idol Cosmos, just a little weaker. So while I think the Dark Moss could absolutely pair well with a stronger solid option like a Gem or a Phase 2, I would be hard pressed to recommend anyone carry this piece and a Cosmos in their arsenal unless they really change the surfaces of one of them. Higher rev players, especially those like me with less tilt in their release, may not like this piece as much as some other options on easier oil patterns because it just doesn't generate the angle that increases your carry percentage. On house conditions, I want to throw a ball that maximizes my miss room on the lane and off my hand, and I just don't necessarily see the Dark Moss doing that. But when they're not throwing urethane, I think that lefties will appreciate this new Wolverine more than anyone. It's not strong enough to force them inside, and that sure and easy hold will allow them to play more direct and in the oil without having to cross where the righties are laying the ball down. The best place I see this piece being used, though, is for sport bowlers. At basically any tournament, this type of reaction is almost always in play. The flatter the oil pattern, the more likely I will be to use this piece, as I don't have to open up my angles as much to get it to the pocket, and it still provides enough forward roll off the end of a pattern to be safe. So even though the new Wolverine Dark Moss from 900 Global isn't what its predecessor was, bowlers who like to keep their angles in front of them are sure to bite right through the pins. And you can pick this up today and much more at bowlersparadise.com. Be sure to use the discount code YouTube at checkout for free shipping. Do want to throw a big shout out to the guys at Striking Edge Pro Shop for the layout and drilling of this piece, as well as to Dale's Weston Lanes for letting us film this video. Before you go, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more ball and product reviews. And of course, remember you guys, having the right ball in your hand, now that's a bowler's paradise. Peace.